Game track toxic. Oh no, bro.
You're the last one. Complete the mission.
You're the last man standing.
But he's A and O. Fuck me. Someone's got the VTOL from me. Oh, you killed the. Oh, you killed the guy. You picked the wrong house, boy. Oh, let's go, lad. Oh shit. Oh, let's go, lad.
Oh, let's go, get out of here. Oh, let's go. Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed that little intro clip. Man, those people were proper good and that made that clip so much better. And you can't watch an ace without liking the video, so make sure you hit that like button and subscribe with post notifications if you like more of this content. But without wasting any more of your time, let's talk about what you came for. So I'm going to start with a bit of background about when I started playing keyboard and mouse and why I actually decided to do that. I've got some gameplay in the background of me playing Hard Hat, which is actually my first time playing it after the update, so yeah, I hope you enjoy that. But anyway, I started playing keyboard and mouse actually really early on during the Fortnite time. I was actually in Sri Lanka and I just bought some really standard keyboard and mouse, some office type. And I just started playing with it and it was quite fun, but obviously there was literally no optimization back then. So that was a bit tough, so I went back to controller for a bit. But I started really taking it seriously at season 5 I think on Fortnite, and I started playing keyboard and mouse properly. I got a new mouse which was a Logitech G402 because bear in mind before this I had some really trashy mouse. So as soon as I got the G402 everything was so much nicer. Later on in a couple of seasons later I decided to get a mouse pad, and that was a really nice investment because I was just using my table before, and I started to really enjoy it. I was getting quite good actually, I could clutch out a bit better, and I just found that my overall awareness was kind of getting better. Not really sure why, but I think you have so much more control with a mouse and keyboard than over a controller. Then obviously I just kept on with keyboard and mouse throughout the rest of the seasons, and then Warzone came out, and Warzone was my first kind of Call of Duty type game which I played, and to my surprise, pleasantly, I found that it was keyboard and mouse supported straight away with full control over sensitivity, and it was really good settings, so I decided to play keyboard and mouse for Warzone. Later on I kind of found out about Modern Warfare because I've never played a Call of Duty before, but when I played, when I saw my friends playing Modern Warfare, I wanted to try it out as well. It was a big investment, but it was definitely worth it as again, Modern Warfare was keyboard and mouse supported, so I was playing it there. I just found myself to have so much more fun on a keyboard and mouse. You can be so much faster than other players, and it's not like that I'm playing on a keyboard and mouse against controller players, because when you play with a keyboard and mouse you go against PC. So obviously I knew it was going to be tougher, but at the end of the day it's made me a better player in my opinion. So this is my setup at the moment. I've got an Apex 7 TKL as my keyboard. Quite expensive, but honestly the keyboard is really important. Now I've got my Logitech G402 there and my SteelSeries mouse pad, and together this makes a really nice combo. So now it's kind of down to just why should you switch really. And I think, in my opinion, although we've heard this PS4 / keyboard and mouse argument so many times before, especially during Fortnite and whatnot, with one of the first games being able to support both, I honestly think that, especially with all of these new games being keyboard and mouse compatible on PS4 and Xbox and whatnot, I think it's honestly worth switching to a keyboard and mouse now, because we can expect all these future games to come with keyboard and mouse support as well. And then obviously a keyboard and mouse, you just have that control that you just can't get with a controller. That's kind of funny to say that because a controller has control, but honestly a keyboard and mouse I feel is just superior. Now obviously when you're switching to a PS4 or to keyboard and mouse even, you're going to have an investment involved, obviously. It's just a thing, and I think the more you invest in better equipment, the more of an enjoyable experience you're going to get, because when I started off I had like a £20 keyboard and mouse, and although it was fun, you know, it was something new, it just wasn't going to keep up with PS4 on a controller, because obviously, you know, the PS4 on a controller is made for that. So you kind of need to just invest a little bit into it and just learn about different things like DPI and sensitivity and what is the best kind of equipment before you go spending into it. Because for me, it was a bit of a learning curve. But I mean, at the end of the day, you know, I've gone through this stuff, but I can give you this advice to you guys. The only real downside to using a keyboard and mouse on a PS4 is that you don't get to really fine tune your stuff. That's the only problem. Because when you have a PC or even a laptop, you can download the software that comes with these devices. Because I actually only got like a Windows 10 laptop recently because I was running a Chromebook. So I was downloading the software and, you know, kind of fine tuning like the settings for my mouse. But the only problem is that it doesn't transfer over to the PS4, which is a bit of a shame. But however, you can still get something very close to PC on a PS4. Now, I know you can get to a really good stage of skill with a controller, because I at one point was actually really good with a controller, but this is when I was playing Fortnite, because I started off straight away on keyboard and mouse on Modern Warfare and Warzone. But you know, you can do things like claw, which I used to do, and honestly there's nothing wrong with that, and I think you can get to a really good stage. But I feel like when you have a keyboard and mouse, I mean, you can literally coordinate shots with your arm and your hands, and there's so much more personalization in how you can, you know, aim. You can have claw grip, you can have a loose grip on a keyboard and mouse, and I think that makes it that's quite an important factor as well. Now, I don't really think there's too much to say, any more to say on like the general side of things. I think it's something that you just need to go and try out for yourself. Just start off with a kind of cheap kit. Honestly, this mouse that I have was £34, and if you just have like a roughly maybe £30 keyboard, I think you could do a pretty good job at keeping up, and it'll be a good way to just kind of start on. And honestly, all these games you can just plug in your keyboard and mouse. I've got a USB, is what I have. You can just plug it in and play. You can literally just try it out for yourself, and you can have a good time and just kind of get down the fundamentals of keyboard and mouse. And well, yeah, that's really all I've got to say. So recently I've been having some pretty good search and destroy games and some Warzone games as well. So if you want to see that kind of content, leave a like. And also, I'm going to be, if you maybe want to see how I progressed and how the best way to progress is on keyboard and mouse, then leave a comment down below saying so. And if you're going to try out keyboard and mouse, tell that to me as well. Trust me, I'll read every single comment. I mean, I'm a very small channel, so yeah, don't be afraid to comment anything. I'll be there to answer. And yeah, well, I hope you enjoy the rest of this video. I'm going to just try and like kind of cut down the montage to all the clips that are all the kills that I've got. So it's just a kind of little montage. And yeah, please do make sure to like and subscribe, as it'll mean a lot to me. And without further ado, I do hope you enjoy the rest of this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much.